On my channel, we are taking the stress out of Christmas Day by getting Christmas prep done. And today we're ticking gravy off the list because if you're spending good money on your meat this Christmas, like a turkey, you need to drown it in the gravy it deserves. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through my gravy recipe step by step, showing you the best way to freeze and also so you don't make the same mistake I made last year, defrost, and of course, reheat it on the day. Now, you can prep everything ahead of Christmas dinner, and gravy is definitely one you want to prep ahead because although it's really, really easy, it does take a little bit of time. So this is the recipe I'm using today. I'll post it in the description below, but just start off by prepping your veg. So you've got onions, parsnip, carrots, and some celery all chopped up. Then pop it into a large roasting tin. Now I say the biggest one you've got, add in your garlic and your herbs. So we've got some sage, thyme, rosemary, and a couple of bay leaves in there too. Now, if you want to make your gravy vegetarian, you can skip the next bit, but I like to add in some chicken wings, scored along the top just to help release the flavour when it's cooking. Then just pop them on top of the veg along with some chopped streaky bacon and drizzle it with oil, give it a mix, and then you'll want to roast that on about 200 to 180 fan for just over an hour. So you can see where you want to prep this ahead. When it's done, it'll look a bit like this, and don't worry if some of your veg looks a bit burnt, it's all part of the flavour. So transfer all of this in from the roasting tray into a large pan, yes, including the chicken bones, but don't get rid of the pan at this point, just pop it to one side. Then mash as best you can in the pan. So it seems a bit weird, but trust the process. Add in the port here, which helps loosen it so you can mash it a little more. Then add in 4 tablespoons of plain flour, but make sure you mix it well between each spoonful. Then add 1.5 litres of boiling water. Now in the ingredients you'll see 2 litres of boiling water, and that's because I keep 500 ml aside to pour into the roasting tin like this, which I then use to scrape off some of the goodness to then transfer that into the rest of the gravy. And once it's in, simmer for around 45 minutes, stirring occasionally until the gravy has thickened up. So once the gravy has thickened up, give it a good amount of seasoning and place a sieve over a large bowl and pour the gravy through the sieve in batches like this. And just use a wooden spoon to help push all the liquid through. So at this point, you can either add the cranberry sauce or you can add that when you're reheating. It's entirely up to you. I like to add it here so I can taste it, but it doesn't matter either way. Just give it a stir and a taste test. Now at this point, the gravy will still be quite hot and a big bowl like that won't cool down quickly. So the quickest way to cool it down is to just pop it in the sink with some cold water and some frozen ice packs, give it a stir, and within 15 to 20 minutes, it will be cold and ready to freeze. And this is where I made my huge mistake last year. Now I will always recommend you freeze your gravy flat because it will take up less room in your freezer and will defrost quicker, but the gravy can be pretty heavy, so don't rely on a baggy clip. Yep, I lost an entire batch of gravy last year all over the floor. I mean, the dog enjoyed it of course, but I don't want you to make the same mistake. So instead, pop your bag so the base sits in a jug instead, and then freeze it flat on a baking tray. When it comes to Christmas Eve, run your bag of gravy under cold water like this and snap the gravy out of the bag while it's still frozen into a pan or a jug. The benefit of snapping it out whilst it's still frozen means that there is then nothing left in the bag. And then when it comes to Christmas Day, just reheat either in a pan or in short bursts in the microwave. But remember, the gravy contains meat juices, so you'll need to make sure it's reheated fully until it's piping hot all the way through. I hope you found today's video useful. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to see what else you can prep ahead to take the stress out of Christmas Day.